How you doing, guys? I don't know if you can hear me, but this is a quick test. I won't be hanging around. Just want to do a very quick stream. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, save that one. To see whether or not this is working effectively. I'm basically setting some things up for next year. I want to sort a few things out, so hopefully we should be in good space. Hey, how you doing, Shane? You alright, man? Am I coming through okay? Does everything seem alright? Now, obviously, I'm streaming through multiple. Let me see. You just have to bear with me. Nice. You have to bear with me because loud and clear, fantastic. So what I want to do, like, I need to be able to, I think, if memory serves, what I need to do here. So I am So I'm currently streaming through Streamlabs. If you guys have got any questions, just throw them out. And I don't mind hanging around for 5-10 minutes. But you'll just have to bear with me while I'm just trying to find a few things because, again, you guys are my test subjects. But I've got some things planned for next year, so I want to really start to. I'm going to put some things out there that are hopefully going to make people think a little bit. Right, let me see. But we just need to get this this year out the way. Studio mode, layout. Okay. Nope. What have we got here? So let's get rid of this. Nice, guys, nice. Thank you. So, yeah, like I said, you got any questions, guys, just throw them out there. I don't want this to be a complete waste. But because I've got a really good connection here, everything seems to be working perfectly fine. But what I need to do is I'm trying to find performance mode projector creator. I want to try and find what we've got here. I'm trying to find the chat box for Streamlabs. Streamlabs seems to be a little bit more sort of refined in the way that it works, which is really cool. But unfortunately, I think ultimately I'm going to need an extra screen with what I've already got, which is cool. I don't mind doing that, but for now, yeah, this is driving me crazy. Come on, seriously, where are we? So that's just transitions, that's fine. Yeah, alright, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you catch up with some other videos, Gates, it's fine, Yeah, I'm not going to be talking about anything too. You need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is this much, which is not supported for this configuration. No, I refuse. How's about that then, YouTube? Yeah, go and watch some other videos, mate. Catch up on the Patreon stuff if you want. I'm not going to be hanging around for too long. Mike, you're very welcome, mate. Really happy to hear that. That's always been my intention. You guys know this anyway. My intention has never been anything else other than to keep people safe. I don't care whether people appreciate my analysis or anything else like that. Just the I don't even want to say the wisdom, but more the experience in seeing a couple of crappy markets over the years, and kind of understanding psychology, and understanding the way that these things are. The way these things are and the way that these things play out. It's unfortunate because a lot of people Don't worry about the chart moving and stuff, by the way. I'm just doing some tests, but it's unfortunate because a lot of people, have been burnt, massively in this cryptocurrency market, and it is a shame because it was, in my opinion, unnecessary. It didn't need to happen, and a lot of it's because there's people out there that just talk absolute horseshit, right? They lie, they go online, they say buy this or buy that or buy Bitcoin. And I mean, how many times do we hear buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, and it's like going down. There's no, like, zero indication that Bitcoin was going to be going higher in any way, shape, or form, and yet every little green candle on the 1 minute chart, it's like buy Bitcoin. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. You guys saw me. I started, attacking influencers and stuff a little while back, and I was like, how can you be bullish, for 30 minutes and then, bearish, for a day and then bullish for another 30 minutes? It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, my intention has always been that. It's always been, to keep people safe, at least as best I can. Doesn't mean that I'm, like the be all and end all. There's plenty of people out there that are very good at, are very good at what they do. But like I said, the main, I guess, focus for me is because I know people personally who've lost money, and again, unnecessarily. It was very frustrating for me to watch, and to watch people kind of go through that. Now, let me see something, because we've got 60 FPS. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is here. I need to set this up beforehand to be an actual stream. So you cannot change settings while you're live. Yes, that's fine. So there's some things that I need to sort out. I'll have a fiddle around with it, but the main and most important thing is that it's coming through. As long as it's coming through, clean, I'm happy, absolutely happy. Yeah, no worries, Ashley. I know. It's been. You guys know I've been going through a lot of stuff. Obviously with Rematic Finance and the exploit, and we've just been very, very busy, man. We've been so busy trying to get everything back up and running. We're going in sequence. CPTX is live now. RMTX is live now. Rematic Finance will be following, but obviously the exploit happened to Rematic Finance, so obviously that's the one that has the most eyes on it. Everything is being checked, everything is being done in a way where we're trying to keep. It's kind of there's two things that we really need to focus on, and as obviously security is very, very important, but monitoring as well, because we need to make sure going forward that we are able to see things before they happen. So that's been put in place as well, and there's some other things as well which we'll be discussing closer to the time. We believe some changes needed to be made. There's some pretty cool changes coming, not to the contracts or anything like that, but the way in which we're going to be conducting ourselves going forward, all in mind to keep investors protected, and to keep the growth of the company in a place where we know it's safe, and backed. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. But like I said, part of the reason why I've not been active, is because of that. In trying to, absolutely, Shane, absolutely, better safe than rushed, absolutely. But the reason I've been so kind of quiet is because I've been focused on that, and just a lot of work, Don't really sleep much. You guys know this anyway. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Stream marker, create highlighted video, share, I wonder if I can take this out, pop out chat. There we go. So let me stick the chat over here, right? And then go to the chart. There we go. That's fine. But the thing is, it's very difficult now because I can't. Yeah, it's fine. I know this is a bit dry, guys. I apologise. But again, it's just a test. This coming week, not the remainder of this week, but this coming week, I'll make a point to actually jump on and kind of get everything all set up nice, and then we can go ahead and do some proper live streams. I'll try and make it funky and snazzy. I've actually got a bunch of overlays for Streamlabs. It's pretty cool, but unfortunately, when I applied it to the Streamlabs software, it just kind of all screwed up and came out a little bit weird. So we'll see. Yeah, charting wise, nothing's really changed for me. I think the monthly chart says it all really on Bitcoin. This is the kind of parameter. I'm not really interested in Binance at the minute. I'm just kind of focused on Bitcoin because this is where we're going to see it first. This is where we will see, most of, the action that happens. We're currently at 16.9. We've already started the month a little bit down. Maybe get a little bit of a run up to create that wick, and then we start to drive lower. But I think 14k is still on the cards. We just have to be patient. I think the next 3 weeks are going to be really, really slow. I don't think we're going to get much, sort of much action unless another exchange goes down, or we hear, some other insanity that happens in this space, which seems to be the running theme this year. Theft from investors. But then outside of that, I think it's just going to be, pretty slow remainder of the year. And then obviously going into next year, the first week or so will probably be a little bit sort of slow as well. And then things will start to pick up. And I think the first quarter of next year, we're going to start to see some interesting times, So we will wait, we'll be patient, see what happens. And in the meantime, it is what it is. What's your thoughts on 2023 start a road to recovery? No, I don't believe so. I believe what's going to happen, for the benefit of those who are here, I believe what's going to happen, and let me just get this over here. Oh, I've lost the chat now. Okay, live chat. There we go. So I believe what's going to happen is you've got to think about where we're at, okay? We are currently in a situation, right, where, there's so much that could potentially happen within crypto, and this is just cryptocurrency, within crypto, that could create, a shitstorm that drives price lower. And not only drives price lower, but really, really pushes price, like nasty, sort of flash crash nasty, right? And that can happen at any moment. Again, just to quickly mention exchanges, or another hack, a huge one, a bridge getting hacked. Like this is just common. It's becoming commonplace. But with FTX going under and Celsius and some of these sort of big players, the investor confidence is just not there. People are a little bit and because that's happening, I will tell you this, and this is so important, right? Big money, right? People who've got a lot of money invested in cryptocurrency, and I'm talking like huge amounts of money, if they see their profits eroding, right, they will sell. Yeah, they will protect their profits. They're not in the business of losing money. And this applies to all projects as well. If a project, has, top bag holders, and they see that they were in one place, and now they're currently in another place, and that their profits are eroding, and they're getting very close to that pre-sale price, they will sell. They will sell, and they will just drive it straight through pre-sale price, simply because they want to protect their profits. Yeah, like if you just for argument's sake, if you started with 10 grand, that runs up to sort of 200,000, and you're currently sitting on about 60,000, and then it goes to 50. You might be thinking, what, I'm going to take that, so. That is going to happen, across the board, and it's going to happen to a lot of projects, I believe, right? Outside of that, to answer your question more directly, I don't think it's a road to recovery, actually. I think what's going to happen is, because there's so much going on in the world, and there's so many, sort of negative things, that could potentially hit the market. You've got a lot of people now that simply can't afford, their gas, their electric, to buy, the normal basics. And this is just going to continue to get worse and worse and worse, until it gets better, of course. So while that's happening, there's going to be that kind of crunch point where this lagging effect catches up, right? And when it does, a lot of people will be probably selling what little they have just to pay the bills, and it is coming. Of course, it's coming. There's absolutely no question about that. So I think the first quarter, second quarter of next year, we're gonna see a little bit more of where we're at. I could be completely wrong, but like I said, it's just I look at the faces of people. Look, this is so random, right? But I was driving around you know, just doing some chores or errands or whatever you want to call them. You know, and I was just looking at people as I'm driving, you know, driving along. People are pissed off. You know, everyone's beeping at everybody. You know, I live in London, fair enough, but you know, there's just you feel the agitation. People are miserable. You know, their faces, you know, are down to the ground. Nobody's happy, man. It's like people are miserable, man. You know, this is going to affect everything. You know, and it will spill over into the markets. Of course, it will. I'll take first quarter next year before real movement. I would love some time to accumulate. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, for me, 14k and lower on Bitcoin, it's the only thing I'm interested in at the moment. I've got no money on exchanges, taking it all off. You know, I'm just sitting on my hands. Any cryptocurrency that I've got's on ledgers, and I am not moving anything, you know, until I've seen something of significance. That's it. You know, I'm 14k or less, you know, for Bitcoin. That's when I'm going to start paying attention. But right now, you know, I'm not interested. Not interested. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll have a little bit of a play around with it again. You know, over the next sort of 2-3 days. You know, and going into next week, once I've finalised, you know, a nice little setup, you know, I'll jump back on and we'll do a proper live stream. All right. So thank you to everybody that jumped on. Apologise if it came through a little bit crazy. And I'll leave you with, you know, we are working very, very, very hard behind the scenes on all the things that we're, you know, supposed to be working on, and we will get there. So, you know, I will speak to you before Christmas. So I'll wish everybody a good Christmas closer to the time. All right, guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.